This afternoon with the wet weather here in the Bay Area. Flash flood warnings and other advisories are out this afternoon for some parts of the Bay Area as this storm system rolls in. This is a live look at the rain looking east from San Francisco right now. And you can't see a whole lot because of that cloud cover. Welcome everyone to the 4 this afternoon. I'm Alex Savage.
And I'm Heather Holmes. We want to get right now to our weather with our meteorologist Rosemary Orozco because Rosemary, I mean, it's really been an active afternoon.
Yes, quite the soaking as expected, right? The first of the season so far, and with that they have triggered advisories and warnings for the flooding out there over the Bay Area. Let's start with the flash flood warning. This began at 3 o'clock this afternoon. Will continue until 4:15. It is for the burn scar area over the Pickett burn area, again going until 4:15. National Weather Service indicating over the last hour or so anywhere from ½ inch to an inch of rain falling over this area, and that has triggered debris flow in areas near Simmons Canyon as well as Pickett Road area and Silverado Trail. So this goes until 4:15 this afternoon. If you are in this area, you are expected or asked to clear. Be very careful and move away from that. As we shift over towards the bay, from the North Bay through the East Bay and over towards San Francisco, there is an advisory. This goes until 6:30, at least for portions of the American Canyon area. As we move over towards the East Bay, this goes until 6:45, and for San Francisco as well as parts of the coastline there goes until 6:45 as well. This means minor flooding going on over the roadways and those poor drainage areas. And you can see here from Storm Tracker 2, it is pouring. As we shift over to the North Bay, it is widespread with pockets of moderate to heavy rain over our hills and stretching over towards San Pablo Bay near Vallejo as well as Richmond. Into the East Bay, we've got pockets of moderate rain from Oakland along Concord and towards areas of San Ramon, and then shifting one more time here towards the coastline as well as the Santa Cruz Mountains, where we have the rain falling here. Multiple reports of storms, reports for flooding as well as trees being down. Here's one, a non-thunderstorm wind damage in Saratoga, tree branch down there. As we shift over towards the East Bay in Sunol, some roadway flooding going on there. And then in areas over Marin, we've got several reports of roadway flooding there. Today is a holiday for many, and the roadways not quite as clogged as they could be for the afternoon commute, but it's definitely a treacherous one out there. I'll have more on this system and what we can expect coming up.
All right, we'll see you in just a bit. Rosemary, thank you. A federal appeals court has paused the deployment of National Guard troops in Illinois until it can hear further arguments.
As Fox's Caroline Shively tells us this afternoon, the White House is getting a lot of pushback over troop deployments to several cities across the country.
Stripping the issue to its core, protesters take to the streets of Portland, Oregon Sunday in their own unique way with a naked bike ride. Hundreds pedaled through the city to protest ongoing ICE operations and the potential deployment of National Guard troops.
We're here because we strongly believe that we do not need federal troops in Portland.
We're doing it for something bigger than just like freedom of expression. You know, we're doing it for human rights.
A federal appeals court is currently weighing whether troops can be sent into Portland, while a separate court is doing the same for deployments in Illinois. A court there ruled Saturday that soldiers can remain in the state and under federal control, but cannot be deployed to protect federal property or go on patrol.
We've got to rely on the courts to do the right thing. I realize that sometimes that's risky business, especially when some have been appointed by Donald Trump.
The court in Illinois did not address the larger question of whether President Trump has the authority to deploy the Guard.
And the question comes down to, does a judge get to say, I disagree with the president's analysis of whether these objective tests have been met, like has there been an insurrection or an invasion, for example, or do the courts have to give deference to the president because he's the commander-in-chief?
The pause on deployments in Portland and Chicago are temporary as courts continue to review the cases. In Washington, Caroline Shively, Fox News.